Hi everyone, my name is Dawn. And this film is about emergency health care plan. In this film, you will find out your answers for learning disability and autistic people. What is emergency health care plan? Come on then. What is Deciding Right?
Deciding Right is a guide for working with people with learning disabilities to help people make decisions.
Deciding Right says that you should be involved in making decisions about your care and treatment.
It's about making decisions now and in the future.
This is called shared decision making.
Deciding Right says it's good to have an emergency healthcare plan.
Deciding Right looks at all of the different ways decisions can be made.
Things like the Mental Capacity Act.
Best interest decision making. When a person is not able to make their own decisions.
Decisions about what should happen in an emergency.
Advanced statements.
Making decisions about refusing treatment in the future.
Decisions about resuscitation.
What is an emergency health care plan?
An emergency health care plan is a type of care plan.
It has information about you in.
It helps the health team look after you in case if there's an emergency because of your health condition.
An emergency might be something like your health condition suddenly getting worse or changing.
It can also give people information about what needs to happen when they're feeling better. An emergency healthcare plan is useful for lots of reasons.
It can give you peace of mind.
It can help you think about the future.
It's done before an emergency happens so that people know what to do.
What about other types of emergencies?
An emergency healthcare plan can only help if there's an emergency with your own health.
For any other type of emergency, there are other plans that can be put in place.
Who writes an emergency health care plan?
The emergency health plan is written by a healthcare professional who knows you well.
It's a joint effort, and here is a list of the people that should be involved.
You, if you want to be involved.
People in your life who are involved in your care and support and know you best.
Other professionals who know you well.
An independent mental capacity advocate if you need one.
When is an emergency health care plan written?
An emergency healthcare plan might be written because you or the people who know you are worried that an emergency might happen.
It might be written after an emergency happens so that everyone knows what to do if it happens again.
But whenever it is written, it might be frightening for you, your family, and the people that are supporting you.
The emergency healthcare plan should give everyone confidence to know what to do if there's an emergency.
An emergency healthcare plan is not always written at the end of your life.
It's there to make sure you get the right care and treatment in an emergency.
How does an emergency health care plan get written?
A healthcare professional that knows you well should tell you about an emergency healthcare plan if you need one.
You and your family and other support can ask for an emergency healthcare plan to be written.
The plan should be reviewed every 12 months or sooner if something changes.
It is the job for healthcare professionals to add things to the plan or take things out as your health changes.
The healthcare professional who is writing the plan should involve you and the people who support you to make sure the plan is right and everyone understands it.
What is written in an emergency health care plan?
An emergency healthcare plan is like a set of instructions for people involved in your care and support.
It tells everyone what they should do in an emergency.
Everybody knows who is responsible for every bit of the care plan.
It gives people confidence to know what to do in an emergency.
It says what treatment should be given, including resuscitation.
It should help people know if you're becoming very unwell and have a plan to follow as quickly as possible.
It should say how to get back to normal life as quickly as possible for you.
Who is an emergency health care plan written for?
The plan is written for everyone who is involved in your care.
That might include you, friends, family, paid support and healthcare professionals.
It explains what each person should do in an emergency, so everybody understands their role.
Healthcare professionals who don't know you well can read the plan and know what you want to happen.
It should give you and people who support you peace of mind.
When it's written, it gets checked by you and the people who support you to make sure it makes sense and everyone knows what to do.
Who decides what goes into an emergency health care plan? What if people disagree? What goes into the plan?
If people disagree about what should go in the plan, independent mental capacity advocate can help you see what you want to happen.
Not everyone is able to make their own choices.
The Mental Capacity Act and the best interest decision making can be used to make the right choices for the person.
An emergency healthcare plan is there to help people do the right thing in emergency.
It's a guide, not a legal document.
In an emergency, a healthcare professional will use the plan and their judgment to decide what to do.
The people who support you should be involved in the plan so they understand the reasons for the decisions in the plan and feel part of it.
How does professionals and services know emergency health care plan exists?
You keep the original paper copy.
You should get a bright yellow envelope to keep it in so it is easy to find.
Make sure people know where it is.
Make sure it's easy to find.
A copy is put on your medical records and a copy is sent to North East Ambulance Service.
Your healthcare professional should tell the local hospital that you have an emergency healthcare plan.
They should ask for it when you go to hospital.
Your family doctor, known as your GP, gets a copy.
That was great, wasn't it? If you want to learn more, go to the Deciding Rights website. Okay?